What do you mean? Why I got the camera in your face? Why do my son keep coming to me telling me that you treating him different than the rest of the kids?
Because he is different than the rest of the kids. He's
How?
not my son.
Because he's not your son,
No,
but he's my
he's
son.
Right.
So you should be treating him like your son too.
No, he's not my son. He does not belong to me. It's your responsibility to take care of your son. I don't expect for when my kid. There's nobody taking care of my kids other than me. Talking about they're your kids, so yes, you take care of our kids together, and you take care of your son.
But you don't take care of my son. You don't treat my son like he family, like he part of our family.
He here. I mean, he don't go without.
He be here. He live here. He go with his mother occasionally. What are you talking about?
Okay, but he's also not my son. Like, what do you want me to do? That's not my child. You want me to sit around and treat him the exact same as I treat my children? He's not my child. He's gonna feel different.
No, he shouldn't feel different.
I'm not his mother.
He should feel at home when he comes to his dad's house.
I'm not his mother. I'm not about to do this with you.
You're not his mother, but you my girl at the end of the day.
Right.
So you're supposed to be treating my son accordingly.
You act like I be knocking the Lord or something. I don't be doing nothing to him.
You don't gotta knock him upside his head for him. You might as well be doing that, not giving him candy, making him feel different than the rest of the kids.
First of all, your son is bad. I don't know what kind of training he got. It may have to have something to do with that ragged baby mama you got, but it's not. That's not.
I'm feeling this. I'm your professor, I will test you in the worst way. Don't bring a scantron, it's pop quizzes all day. Cause of our chemistry, we do biology. What's happening, fam? L.A.R. movement still moving. Subscriber died trying. You see the thumbnail, man. The modern mother. Now, I don't know if this is a skit or is actually real. But what I do know is I've seen people do this before. I've seen women do this before. You know, I've seen mothers who were single mothers do this before. Now, don't get it twisted. I've seen plenty of mothers who and single mothers who are with somebody and they treat the kid like family. I've seen that. But I've also seen the opposite. You know, and I'm going to tell you, this becomes, you know, the parenting aspect, this idea that, you know, mothers are sugar and spice and everything nice. Guys who have kids have seen this a lot, just dating, right? And what I mean is this. There are a lot of ladies who are mothers, you know, because, you know, the stereotype, which is true, moms get custody 90% of the time, dads 10% of the time. So a lot of single mothers are accustomed to a guy helping her with her kid or their kids together. And if they have, say if she has 2 kids by 2 different guys, but she's with the second guy, right? She expects the guy who's the father of her second child to help with the first one too, right? When the father of the first child is probably sending child support, but that's not, you know, this kid needs to be loved and raised and this, that, and the third. But that other kid, the father's other kid, if he was to have 2, that comes, you know, summers, spring break, Christmas, you know, this, that, and the third. That kid kind of get the cold shoulder. Now, I'm going to be completely 100 about this. Sometimes these kids come around and they're good kids and they deal with just a bad, you know, stepmom. Or sometimes they come in there with a bad attitude because of mom's anger. And they come there and they're standoffish and disrespectful. And then the stepmom's like, look, I ain't effing with you, man. No. You, right? You not with us. You on you. You know, we ain't family, blah, blah, blah. No problem. You know, when it's time to eat dinner, we ain't family. When it's time to go to the movies, we ain't family. Like, they give them back that same petty that they bring it. You know, so that exists too. But most of the time, it's, I don't like this kid because this ain't my kid. You know, and ironically, people don't talk about how many people have had breakups behind stuff like this where, oh, this is what we doing? This is how you gonna treat my kid? Like, I don't treat your kid like this, but you gonna treat my kid like this. I've been around the block enough to know that, You have single mothers who don't want to date men with kids because I don't want no baby mama drama. But they want this man to come in and be in the middle of their baby daddy drama, or which is probably their baby mama drama. You know what I mean? And you're supposed to, stand in the gap for her and all these things. So it's selfish, and this is the issue about it. That really makes it worse. It's the selfishness. It's these moms. They think that selfishness is okay, and unfortunately, in this day and time, single mothers and modern women or modern single mothers, whatever you want to call it, they're okay with and think it's normal to be selfish or think it's normal to be quote unquote toxic, right? Or create trauma or be narcissistic. All the stuff that these ladies complain about if men do it, they do it and it's normal behavior. So what you wind up having is a situation where a guy's like, oh, I gotta leave this. I gotta go. And the ladies are so far gone that they can't put two and two together that they're the problem. Because whether this is a skit or real, I guarantee you, kind of like India Ari said, that the stuff that happened at the Essence Space Festival isn't going to age well. This lady is going to be like, going to look at herself 5-10 years from now and go, oh, wow, that's what I said. That's how I was acting. And then, unfortunately, what she's going to probably do is say what I said earlier about, oh, that kid didn't really want to be a part of the family. That kid was disrespectful. But it's going to take 5-10 years to grow up and then look at yourself and then say that, which is going to mean, no, you're just making up another story to cover your butt. So you're really that person. That's really who you are, and that's really what you was doing. So ultimately, and I talked about this kind of with the Keke Palmer situation, a lot of these families are breaking up from selfishness. For people being selfish and people being out of pocket and going there with it. And then the backlash is we can't be together. And then they need a story. And guys have wisened up over the years like, I'm putting this stuff, I'm recording this stuff, I'm putting this up on social media because, if this guy were to go to court to try to get custody of the kids that he got with her, he would probably lose even if he put this recording up. Even if the judge sees like, oh my goodness, this is what you're doing. This is not good mothering. But because you're a mother, you get umpteen times to mess up. So this is what we're doing. So in my opinion, it's nothing new. But, and when I say it's nothing new, it's become a norm. And the issue is, at the end of the day, the modern mother has been riding the coattails of the old school traditional black mother, or just mother in general. And the evidence is showing they ain't nothing alike. So this, when people like use this intersectional respect and reverence is pretty much almost out of the door. So tell me what you think. Like, share, subscribe, or die trying. Catch y'all on the next one. Peace.
You ever been at the top of the universe? I'm gonna take you there.